being the beloved, such that when the storms come, we do not become unmoored from the safe harbor of God's love? How can we become strong in our habits of making peace with where we are so that we can be anchored to where we shall be, which really is the throne of God? How can we hold these two seeming opposites together? The poet Mary Oliver gives us a hint that we can do this in her brief poem, "We shake for joy. We shake for grief." What a time they have, these two, housed as they are in the same body. So then, if our project is to house these two together in the same body, how should we act? How can we act so that while feeling dislocated from our spiritual reality of being with God, we can nonetheless gain the reality of our belovedness? There are many ways to answer this question, but there is one which I'd like to offer you this weekend. Our sacred story of the Bible offers us a practical tool for practicing being secure in our identity as God's beloved, even as we encounter these difficulties. And this tool that's from the Bible is a metaphor. The metaphor of the resident alien. A resident alien is a person who lives in a foreign land but can function in that foreign land and be safe and secure in it because he knows who he is and he knows to whom he belongs. A resident alien is someone who does not have the rights of citizenship, but who nonetheless lives among a people different than her own. Historic Israel developed laws about how to treat resident aliens. They're in the book of Exodus, in case you're interested. You might recall that from the earliest point in our spiritual history, our ancestors have been resident aliens, starting with Adam and Eve and going forward to Abraham. The call of Abraham, the call of God to Abraham in the wilderness, is the call that we find placed on our own lives. Abraham, or Abram, as his name originally was, is called by the Lord to leave his homeland in Haran, the homeland of the Ur of the Chaldeans. He is called out by God to leave that land and to become a resident alien, a sojourner in Canaan. From the book of Genesis. "Go from your country and your kindred and your father's house to the land that I will show you. I will make of you a great nation, and I will bless you and make your name great, so that you will be a blessing. And in you all the families of the earth shall be blessed." When Abraham accepts the call to be a resident alien, he opens himself to blessing. Struggle and blessing go together. A nice illustration of this is Mary Oliver's poem, Mockingbirds. She writes, "This morning, 2 mockingbirds in the green field were spinning and tossing the white ribbons of their songs into the air. I had nothing better to do than listen. I mean this seriously. In Greece, a long time ago, an old couple opened their door to two strangers who were, it soon appeared, not men at all, but gods. It is my favorite story. How the old couple had almost nothing to give but their willingness to be attentive. But for this alone, the gods loved them and blessed them. When they rose out of their mortal bodies like a million particles of water from a fountain, the light swept into all the corners of the cottage, and the old people, shaken with understanding, bowed down. But still, they asked for nothing but the difficult life which they already had. And the gods smiled as they vanished, clapping their great wings. Wherever it was I was supposed to be this morning, whatever it was I said I would be doing, I was standing at the edge of the field. I was hurrying through my own soul, opening its dark doors. I was leaning out. I was listening.